I cannot tell people this stories about my dragon. I know how it sounds. I know how silly and crazy it sounds. That is the reason why I kept silent for 7 years, because no one was taking me seriously. And I understand very much why, because one day, when someone comes to me and says, "Oh yeah, I can see unicorns," it's like, okay, that's fine for you. I know how it sounds. That is the reason why I kept silent for like 7 years, until I came to notice that there are more people. So I can now much more explain actually what happened in the beginning of my path. In the beginning of my path, I was sitting in the living room, sitting in front of the computer, until I felt this enormous energy inside of my living room, and it was immediately speaking to me. And I was turning my head, and I could even see with my own eyes a dragon inside of my living room, just for a split second, just for a 100th of a second. But I could feel that energy, and it was so much connected to what I have inside. I didn't even know about a soul, about spirituality. I just rejected spirituality at that moment. Religion, Christianity at that moment, because I thought everything is silly inside of Christianity. It was all for power, until I could see the dragon that is inside of my living room. My brothers and sisters, if I said this to anyone, I will be crazy at that moment. But I came to reject the dragon because I felt so much lesser until the dragon actually, and that is the reason why he is a male. That is the difference between a male and a female. A female would respect me for rejecting her, but a male dragon doesn't see that at all like this. If you reject a male dragon, the male dragon will not reject that rejection, not at all. And that is why he took me along to the dragon realm to show me all what is going on. Until the moment I came back, I was saying and shouting to the world, dragons are real, dragons are real. I mean, all of these religions are false. All of it, my experiences sees dragons and feels dragons. Of course, people didn't see it as expected, like serious, like it was some kind of a Dungeons and Dragons game that I was inside of some kind of reality game, but I didn't see it at all like this. So in my bedroom, I said this actually to my dragon, just wait here until I go to my bedroom. And actually, that is what I felt. He wasn't always with me at the time, because every time when he was with me, I was uncontrollably excited. And every time when he was close to me, my spirit was like, oh, he's there, like, oh, exciting. But I said, wait until I am in my bedroom. And I made some kind of an honor for him. So I made a table, I decorated the table with an image on it. That actually was the reason why I was awakened, because of that image. So I put it there with a cloak and some candles and with some things that I liked. And it seemed like, oh wow, that seemed like an altar. And every night I pay respect to this altar, and also I could feel the dragon on my bed, my brothers and sisters. I could feel his energy inside of my room, so much so that even my family members said, oh, there is such an energy inside of your room. And they didn't even know what. They didn't even know that I never talked about the dragon to them. And yet they said it, the energy in your room is different. And they were like, they didn't know that they should be afraid or not from it. It was like the only one allowed in that room was me. It's like this, my brothers and sisters. And he sat there, waiting for me on my bed. And I was, every night I was happy to go to my bed. It was a treat to go to bed. I sat in my bed for hours while he lay there with me. And that was just, I loved to go to sleep. Every time I dreamt about dragons at that moment, my dreams were filled with dragons, like he manipulated it every single time. And these dreams were not like now. They were good. They were very good, to see the dragon realm and to see the dragons and to see even myself as the dragon, even though I rejected that idea still at that moment. But he showed everything. He showed it, and every night every morning when I got up from it, I was like, oh, it was happy. I was happy because my dragon was there, and every time when I left my bedroom, it was like, oh, see you then. But sometimes he didn't actually wait it. He just came along with me. Sometimes at my job, even that he came to me at my job, that I could even see him with my awakening eyes over there. And that is a true guardian, even though my mentor said dragons don't like to be in bedrooms, sometimes they do. Sometimes, like I said, every dragon is different. And then 2 years after my awakening, I thought that this was it. I thought that this is a dragon and I love it to bits. This is my spirituality and this is not going to change. Until 2 years later, inside of my path, I was kneeling before my dragon altar. And I could feel my dragon as well. There was something different with them. A different kind of energy. And I didn't know what is that. And I felt excited. And I even felt the feelings were chaotic. And I didn't even know what is going on. I felt love, but I also felt like, should this be real? I mean, and in that moment, my dragon actually looked at me, concerned a bit, and he was not saying a word, because we were actually communicating with each other in two telepathic ways. My dragon actually talked a lot, talks so much with me, and I talk back in a telepathic way, but he didn't say a word at that night, and I was concerned. Did I do something wrong? But it was not that. There was something bigger coming, someone bigger coming. And that energy that came out of my altar, not even my altar, it was from the ground, it was from everywhere. Another dragon actually arrived, and it felt like a different energy, much more powerful than the dragon, and I loved her so much. It was a female dragon that came before me, a female dragon hovering over my dragon altar. And I was looking at my dragon, and he was not saying a thing, just looking at us. And I said, what is going on? And she just, with her claws, she took my chin, actually, and put my head up, looking at her, hovering over my dragon altar. And I said, who are you? And then there was actually so many voices that were going through my head, not even knowing what kind of a voice is this. So many voices, so many energies, not just one, but many. I was looking at her, and she was the most beautiful, beautiful thing ever on this universe. And I was leaving a tear by sheer shock of how pure, what kind of a pure am I gazing at? Hovering over my altar, eventually coming over the altar, in my bedroom. She was looking at my guardian. He was looking back at her. She was looking back to me, while I was in state shock, while she was actually with her finger, just with her claw, touching my chin, letting me look up to her. And then I came to understand that she was much more than my guardian. She was even higher than my guardian. And that I came to understand that all of these religions are false. This is the goddess. This is for real. This is everything. That is what I said. You are everything. That is what came out of me, so pure. But that is the first thing in mind. You are everything. So I came later to understand that she was the goddess of all dragons, the goddess, and that I didn't even understand why did she came to me. But eventually, when she touched my chin, letting me look up, and I could see myself as one of her children. That is what she said in one of these many voices that she had. that I came to understand that we are her child. And of course, I was so confused. And that is what I also came to understand. The goddess that came before me is actually Tiamat, the goddess of chaos. And out of the chaos, you will understand who you truly are. One of her children that she came to visit. Then, and at that moment, I saw all of the dragons from my dragon eye. My guardian dragon that was on my bed looking at us, and my dragon goddess that came out of my dragon altar. That, my brothers and sisters, is an experience. And that is what separates us from religions. You don't need to listen to my word or to listen to a book or listen to anyone else. That what we have, the feeling that we have, is experience. And that is what we have. Of what everything that came to me, I didn't expect it at all. I didn't expect a visit from the dragon. I didn't expect that night a visit from the goddess herself, from the goddess. There is no Yahweh. There is no Christian God or Islamic God. That is just a human invention. What I saw is a dragon goddess. A goddess, a creation, the earth itself, Mother Earth, in the creation of the dragon. And that she said, I am her child. And that struck hard, that I am a child. And then that all of my children are dragons. And oh, goddess. This is what I want to let you understand. We have experiences. Whatever we feel, you don't even need to feel it. You don't even need to feel the dragon by your side. All you need is the energy of love, my brothers and sisters. I know it sounds cheesy, but it's true. If you have love for the dragon, that is all actually the thing you need to know that you are a child of her. You are a child of Tiamat, the child of Mother Earth, the child of the dragon goddess, a child that survived even death itself, because you are stronger than death. That is what dragons are. They are stronger than death. And once you have a touch of the dragon goddess, you will remember everything. You will know everything. And that is why it's so amazing to be on the dragon's path. I'm so grateful to remember things, grateful to know things, where I belong, where we belong, grateful that I can talk about it to you, my brothers and sisters, and let you be awakened simply by a trigger, saying that you are also a child of Tiamat, a child of the dragon goddess, a goddess that is actually a goddess of all, but especially to her children. You have the urge to protect her, the urge to protect her children, the urge to protect the dragon gods, the urge to protect them because you are one of them, and we are natural born guardians, my brothers and sisters. So, my brothers and sisters, I hope one day you will feel her, the mother of all dragons, Tiamat.